Welcome back to Factorio Seablock and TSM, episode number 159. This is going to be the modules episode, and we did... hang on. Here's our map. We did boards down here last episode. Now, I was thinking originally maybe modules around here, but I already have a filled out city block here, filled out as in already ready to go. So if I go there, it's probably going to be quickest. By the way, the boards, if you were wondering, are up to 14k. So we should be able to call one of those trains very soon. Over here, it looks like we've got enough fertilizer. We don't have enough of the soil being produced. So at some point in the future, I'll come back and try and get more coming along here so that the soil can amp up. But we seem to be getting, for this, we have an adequate supply of soil, so it's not really that big an issue. Now, I've made a little bit of space in my inventory, so I thought I may as well grab a little bit of stone so that concept of laying down some pathing as we run around can be continued. Now let's just see from here. From here, I basically want maybe pathing over here and then along here so that we can get to here fairly quickly. So we kind of want the opposite of what we've got. So going to the right, going to the east if you like. Oops. Not that it really matters. Something like this. How am I doing now? I got rid of most of the stone, so that's all to the good. Okay. So, we need explosives. I didn't factor that into my calculations. Explosives. Alright, they're not there anymore, are they? Yes, they're here. We need grenades and we need explosives. Can we make any grenades? No, we need charcoal. Of course we do. Let me just grab this guy as we go through. We will do something with the puffers and the fish, but probably not this episode. What sort of fish are you? We're not that interested in you. So yes, explosives. I have explosives being built in here somewhere. If I can remember exactly where. There it is. It's probably right next to some charcoal. It is. I really should find a way. Oh, there's only 50 there. What else do you need? Oh, you need sulfur. Interesting. We probably need a better way of doing this and put it somewhere else, but that's all right. So if I wanted grenades, I am just missing charcoal. That's enough for 5. And if we want those explosives, that we will flip explosives, what do we need? We need empty barrels, which need steel, which we should be able to build actually. Yeah, should be able to just build those. In which case, the cliff explosive recipe should have been. There you go. You can build 3 already. I'm not entirely sure under what circumstances it shows that you can do. So I haven't picked up anything else once I picked up the material for the grenades. We can build 5. That should be adequate. Let's get out of here. I definitely need somewhere that is devoted to building such stuff. I don't really like cliffs. I was rather surprised they bothered including them here, but I guess it is one of the features, and it's pretty easy to deal with. It's just kind of boring and pointless. Actually, it probably would have just lowered that. Maybe as for science, I should have just checked. We actually needed all 5. Kind of amazing. Alright, so if I want a stop, what's the usual kind? I'm normally doing just a single warehouse for the inn. That I might want 2. Maybe not. Maybe I can deal with just 1. This is a go to the west, so this row won't be any good, but this row should be fine. We might just grab this as our sample. Yeah, that should be fine. Go in somewhere like that. You can go there. And put a landfill. I think this is one of the good fish. You're going to come right to me. I may as well keep you. We're not. Oh, I needed a little bit more of the landfill along here. Okay, that hopefully will suffice. I mean, the thing with modules is they generally have a slightly longer construction time, so you don't need material at a massive rate, so hopefully one of these will suffice. Let's get our requester station. I'm going to change your name straight away. Let's go color. Color equals blue. We're going to be modules in and then close color. Okay. Good to go. Right. Now, what do we need to do to get modules happening? All the basic boards need the basic module board. Which is going to need phenolic board, which we're going to make here. Wooden board and resin. Resin. Oh, hang on. What exactly do we do for resin? So we're bringing in liquid resin and we're turning that into... That's glass, so that's not where we're turning it into anything. Liquid resin gets turned into solid resin in an assembly machine, so that's not really such a big deal, except that we do need the assembly machine. So let's start with an assembly machine. Liquid resin means that we're going to need a input of liquids, so we will add that in. Okay, that's the... Well, we're going to need wooden board as well, we know that. So one of the things that we order here, in fact, what I might do here is use direct circuit connection, because I'm expecting I'm going to need a lot of items. So we'll get rid of all the lamps and we'll get a constant combinator. And what we want to do is turn this into a negative we want the same amount of everything, same threshold, doesn't matter. I think I need a -1 anyway, so I'm going to need an arithmetic combinator. So for example, what we could have is the boards with a required threshold, say, of 8,000. That might be excessive. Minus 8,000. So what we'll do is, if we picked up, we're going to need a few more of those. If we were to pick up the value that we had stored, pass it into the constant combinator, that will now give us minus 8,000 because we have none. And then what I could do is divide by 8,000, each divided by 8,000 output each, so that will give us a -1. And then if we connect that through here to the requester, that will create a request for the boards. Boards. Oh, you can't get to where you want to, which is the supply. So what is the problem exactly? That's the problem right there. I needed to invert the direction of this whole thing. Okay, we better fix that. We'll come back to this, do not worry. It's a long way down there, that's the only problem. But once we start getting modules, or the basic modules, and doing some module tech, we'll be able to move on and do the... I mean, we can do the alien science now. It's just that I want to unlock the military tech that gives me better armors so I can move faster and all that good stuff, have more inventory space, etc, etc, etc. Oh my goodness, this is a long way, isn't it? We're there. Alright, let's go. Another cliff that needs to be blown up. These are just inherited bits of land that, you know, we, well, inherit. Right, you buddy, let us put you to sleep for the moment. Now this connection needs to go over here. No. I need to do it as a blueprint, don't I? So that we get all of the stuff so I don't have to remember what it is. And therein is our basic problem. Let's do that. Why don't my bots... Oh, because I haven't actually removed this stuff from here. I'm not sure if I ticked... ticked train. How did I suddenly get full? Seems wrong somehow. That's not the name I want you to have. I want you to be called wooden board load. That at least is correct. Okay, let's change your name to item equals wooden board, and then color equals blue, load, close color, go there. Now these are all round the wrong way. And these inserters need to actually they all kind of work, I think, so we're probably okay. It's still saying it can't get out, which seems odd. You need to be... wait a sec. Hang on. Oh, I moved this. I didn't even need to move this. This was dumb. Okay. This time, keep train stop names. Yeah, we were correct the first time. Get rid of that. Continually getting filled with this crap is a little bit upsetting. Okay, so go there. Now, why can't you get out and go where you want to go? Because this one is actually a down when it certainly should not be. This one needs to be an up, and then we're fine, I think. Okay, let's see. Hang on. You actually are a down. So being an up's not going to work. Well, there we go. It's sort of fixed. Not really. Alright, that will just have to do for now. We have some signaling issues there. Some of the early part of the base wasn't built with the modern blueprints, so there's some signaling issues. That was way too long of a distraction for my liking. No, leave me alone. I probably want the stuff that I've put into my trash. I don't need you guys pilfering it. Oh, some of it you could, but there are items there that I want to keep. Right, we're almost back to modules where 20 minutes in, we have not actually done a single thing towards doing modules, except put this down and this. So we have this turning into a -1. What should happen from there is we should be able to run a green cable from here to here, which then will order a board train, and that's a good first thing. So that's boards. Okay, let's just go back to what we need here. So we need to get to the phenolic boards. Yeah, the phenolic boards for these basic things. It's the basic module board, which needs phenolic board. Okay, so phenolic board needs these boards we've just ordered, and it needs resin, which will need the liquid resin. So we need to have liquid resin come in. I will build one of these things. Well, I'll build this part of it. Actually, I want the length, don't I? So maybe I don't want the products, but I do want the length. And I think I'd like it further down, like here, for example. Why don't I delete that now? And what's this? Oh, that's pretty much exactly what we've just set up. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so if we're going to put it here, we need a little bit of I think that all works. No, it assumes that we're coming in the wrong direction. So instead of that, what we'd need is more like that, and that needs to be around the other way, I think. Is that right? No, that's totally wrong. This is always correct the way it was. It's agnostic to the direction that it's being put in. Okay, so I think what we want to do is get rid of those tanks, because we're not 100% sure of the type of tank and where the piping is going to go just yet. So this bit is kind of irrelevant. So if I have a look here, you know what, I've actually got the wrong sort of tanks here. It should not be in gas tanks for the liquid resin. But that just proves to you, if you didn't realize before, that we need some iron, and also that they are totally interchangeable. The base Factorio has no distinction between what is stone brick, what is a gas and what is a liquid. It just has liquids. So hence that's not really a thing. We're going to need this up, and we're not going to, well, we need to place these first. One, okay. Would it be best if they're trying to sort of match together? Maybe. Of course, let's not do it in the order I want you to. So those are unloads now. It might work best if we did that. We'll still connect these by red wire. And that will be the resin coming in. That can be turned into, not that, can be turned into, I guess we can use, oh, I already had one. Can be turned into, actually, I'll move you up slightly. You're going to be making resin out of liquid resin. There we go. Now we've got resin, got boards, we've got resin. What's next? Boards, resin. That gives us phenolic boards, or can do, in half a second's crafting time. So that's pretty fast, really. I don't know where we want to base the boards plus resin. Maybe just over here. You can make phenolic boards. I don't know how much space I need for this. This is just a first draft. I think... Oh, you can be made in electronics machines. Well, then we should be using electronics machines, shouldn't we? Most definitely. So you're not going to be that. Alright, so that's phenolic boards. Copper plate, tin plate. Okay. Copper plate. That's not the one. Copper plate. -8, 1, 2, 3. It's already ordered, hasn't it? Oh. What has happened here exactly? You can't path to this destination. Oh, okay, that's correct. You cannot. Now, the only problem with this is using direct circuit connection, you can get all the trains line up. I'm also not restricting how much they unload, but that's fine. So what did we say? In our building of modules, we need copper, we need tin. So we also need tin plate in the amount of -8,000. Right, so tin has been ordered, and at some point soon you'll see some trains that are lining up and blocking other areas like this one. We'll see if this gets to be a problem later on, which is why we're not using this more in more places, I guess. So copper tin. So we also need ferric chloride solution. So that will be the these two. Eventually. Yeah, we've got another train here. We've got the boards also waiting to unload. So I might do just what I did up there here, which means we're going to want to move this guy over and continue the red wire. There we go. So, request to station. For this, we're just going to use the normal process. You are going to be color equals blue, module liquids in, and close color. Okay, that's not your criteria. It was liquid resin that we needed first, which is this one. Liquid resin less than 100K, give us P. This one is not mineralized water, but ferric chloride solution. If we can find it, which is the usual problem with this stuff. There it is. Ferric chloride solution is less than 100, no, not a million, 100,000. Set Q. Okay, so this one, P is the yeah, that stuff. Maybe it would be easier to do Q first, since we're on the right page. Ferric chloride, and P is this one, isn't it? Liquid resin, but this time these will wait because this setup only allows one train at a time the way we've done it. Interesting. Also, you need to be ferric chloride, which was in here, wasn't it? Ferric chloride. So do you, but the ferric chloride train currently only has one head. And you guys need to be liquid resin. That one. So there we go. Liquid resin is a double header. Looks like we're going to be ordering quite a few of those trains. Okay, so the upshot of all of that is that we can have our phenolic boards made just there fairly quickly, probably. So phenolic board, right, next part of the module. Copper tin ferric chloride solution that is made in electronics assembly machines. You get 4 boards every 10 seconds. Okay. What does this one do? This one is doing 4 boards per second. So I'd need 10 if I wanted to match that. I doubt I want to match that. Let's start with just 4. Which even that might be too much, but we'll start with 4. You'll be the basic module board. That might be the right way to do that. What else do you need? You just need basic products. Okay. We should probably put some of these products on the same board. Or at some point have them get on the same board. Maybe this is too close. Let's give ourselves a bit more room. And maybe I want to do that. Okay, phenolic, whoosy whatsies. There you go. So I don't know what speed belt I need yet, but there's your output. And as for your input, you have 3 products. You have this product, and you have 2 other products which will share a belt. Probably... Actually, should I push them up? Maybe. So what we can do then is just this. And make all of these into long pickup, long drop. Save me a little bit of time. This one here can... let's get a fast, I suppose. There. So this should be a mix of both. Okay, so we're going to be using a different strategy here. I know we're going to be making that and that, and eventually this, and probably eventually this. So to me that means that the copper and tinned plate can both go on here. If we were to get maybe an express filter inserter, you can pick up, we'll make it copper plates. You need to drop there, pick up from there. You can drop there, offset there, and be tin plate. Some power for the people. Okay. There we go. Now, your ingredients are boards and resin. Boards for now. Can head out on one of these. Hang on, you need to be filters, I keep forgetting. Your filter will be boards, so it's kind of handy that that's what you picked up. There. Drop there, pick up from there. Drop there, there, and be boards as well. Okay, you can come to here. There is boards. Now, resin, I want to get from down here. So, pick up from there. Okay, you don't look like you're going to be fast enough for this job. Do I have... Yes, I can make a blue, so we may as well. Blue, 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 blue. We're probably going to need more than, like, you know, 4 or 5 sort of thing. Oh, okay, so we're already at this stage where we can place that there and there. And here come the boards. Right, perfect. Okay, so modules. Modules. So we have these things. Right. Now, the only difference each of these has is the shards, right? Polished blue splinter, polished red splinter, and polished green splinter. I don't know how I'm going to transport these over just yet. And the difference as we go up, we need crystal shard. So at the moment it's just splinters, and it gets... So we need to work out how to get to those more advanced things, but at the moment I just need to do the first level of tech on modules. So we need a means to make enough... actually, that's interesting. Normally it's like the circuits where at each level you end up with it's on the boards, isn't it? These boards. So you start off with... No, it's on these boards. You start off with basic electronic components, then you have basic electronic components and transistors, then you have basic electronic components, transistors and integrated electronics, and we finally add the CPUs to the list as well. That's what normally happens, but it would seem the modules want to do it differently, so I don't actually mind that. 0.25 seconds. 5 seconds, 7.5. Okay, so they do get slower as you go through. Oh, we have kept the beacons. That is interesting. We have kept the beacons. I probably knew that from research that I've done previously. But anyway, so... okay, if we want to make this, I could... It's basically 3 lines, isn't it? I'm out of those guys. How many do we actually need? We need... It's not actually that many in comparison to the rate at which they're made. How many do we need in the science, the module science? I would have to check the science. So that's 30, which is nothing. In fact, we only need that first level, which is 30 30, which is nothing. The next level is 50 boards, and then 100 boards, which is also next to nothing. What does it actually take to build a module? What's this? It doesn't... Takes a lot of blue circuits to build. Oh my god, they've made module 1s so expensive. They've put blue circuits into them. Why don't I look at something that I'm going to use a bit more of? What? Okay, that's speed module. Let's have a look. Speed module 1. Blue circuits. Oh, okay, I know why. Yeah, then you've got the advanced processing unit and the ultimate version. Oh. And gems. You have gems. Polished sapphire. Speed module 2. Where's speed module 1? Speed module 2. Activity module 2. Speed module 0. Speed module 1. Speed module 1. Do you need gems? You can actually get away without gems, although you probably need this thing. Do you need that thing? Cable harness. Okay, and you need the speed module 0, which has vanished from this list for some reason. Speed module 0. You actually have a bonus. Hard to say. Yes, speed module 0 gives you 20% bonus. Interesting. All right, well, the upshot of that is we don't need that many of the boards. So what I think I can do is basically probably get away with one machine making, because it makes 10. It's 10 every 4 seconds, which is 2.5 per second. I should really be using this guy probably. It looks like it's a direct feed if I want that to work. Okay. That's 2.5 seconds. We want 2. And this is every second we get 2.5. Every second we get 2.5. Every second we get 2.5. Oh no, it's all over the place. Every second we get 2.5. So in 2.5 seconds we've actually got 5. Ugh. I think 2 basic electronic components, that will give us enough for 5. 5 of each of these sorts of machines. So if it was thanks. And if we need 2 of those, how many of the next one would we need? 2 2 transistors. I think they're slower. You get 5 in 3.5 seconds. Oh, good God. Okay. What's this? Add a recipe. Add a recipe. The recipe comes out of, what's that? Lmod. Why does it have a thing? Where's your modules? There you go, modules. Those guys. We'll be using these machines without a beacon setup, largely. We don't actually have a number specifically in mind. I don't want to worry about a second. Let's worry about a minute. 50, see what sort of numbers we get. Is that what we're after? These things take 2.5 seconds crafting time. We think we need 5. So that's 2 a second. It's basically 120. We follow through on that logic. $120. I don't actually know if I have enough for this. We are not using those. We are using those ones. We need 3. All right, that's easy. Let's change this to just 40 then. I could easily increase that to 3, but 40 will do. 1. Oh, we only need 1 of these. How many of those do we need? 1. How many of these do we need? 1. Okay. Now, these things are reusable for each one of these products, and we only need 1 of these products at a time. So one of everything. That makes things a little bit easier than what I was doing here. If Helmod is in fact correct. I don't really need to go out that far, do I? I don't know how I'm going to feed these guys. Maybe I need to move them over. You are making those guys. So all you need is tinned copper wire and carbon. Interesting. Tinned copper wire and carbon. Okay, well, hang on, what do you need? You need tinned copper wire as well. Okay, so tinned copper wire is going to be this one. So we need to order the tinned copper cable from our finished products. Tinned wire coil, minus 8,000. How are we going for time? I'm not quite sure where we're up to. It's already on its way. That will provide one of the products. The other one you need is carbon, and the other ones you need are silicon wafer. Okay, silicon wafer. I'm just trying to work out what machine I need there. I need a full-on one of these guys for the silicon wafer. Maybe if it came sort of here. Silicon wafers. So I need monosilicon. Do I have a train for monosilicon? Go up there, thanks. Monosilicon. It does not look like I do, so I haven't finished off silicon then, have I? Nope. Which one was making silicon? Too far down. There you go. Silicon. We have the required products, but yes, we obviously haven't finished silicon. So that's something that needs to be done. So these guys are going to output onto, let's just get back here. Onto a belt. The belt is going to split. Split into 3 effectively. And I need more of these. I need more belts. So oh, we need solder. So we need the module boards, which are down here. I've got to let that through, so we should probably move this down a little bit. Maybe I could even throw it over here, so it's kind of out of the way. A little bit. So we can kind of feed the stuff in the middle from both sides. We want solder. I don't know if I'm actually building solder. That's something else we need to check. Solder coils. Solder. What's that? Molten tin. Is it one of these things? No, it's not one of those. There you go. Molten solder. We don't need molten solder. We need solder coil. Solder coil would have been what I would have been doing. I might be doing it. I am doing it. Okay, we need solder. So, minus 8,000 again. It's on its way. Just as well, this is a big capacity. Solder coil. I could do the solder here. But you know what, guys? We're sort of halfway there, I think, and we're coming up to the hour, so I think we'll call the episode here. And in our next episode, we will finish off modules. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye bye for now.